Have you ever wanted to strap a rocket engine to a vampire just to see what happens? Well, today is your lucky day. We are checking out the demo for Bloodthief, and this game is all about one thing: pure speed. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we break down games and rate them using the simplest, most foolproof system on the internet. A 3-point scale of bad, okay, or good. Today we're grading 4 things: the speed, the blood economy, the grind, and the secrets. Let's dive in. Alright, first up, let's talk about the movement. If a speedrunning game has clunky controls, it's instantly getting uninstalled. So how does Bloodthief feel? Honestly, it is incredibly fluid. The dashing and the sliding mechanics are insanely fun. Now, I will admit, I struggled a little bit with the wall running at first, but I'm gonna go ahead and legally classify that as a skill issue on my end.
I slipped on an ice cube and got covered in boo-boos.
The aerial controls are super responsive once you get into the flow zone. You literally feel like your vampire powers are coming out. You're just zipping around the map, destroying enemies. The only problem is that sometimes your momentum gets so crazy fast that you accidentally launch yourself straight off the map. But because feeling like a hyper-fast vampire is just so much fun, movement gets an easy, drumroll, good. Next up, the blood economy. In this game, the blood you collect is your health, but it's also the stamina you use to do your cool movement abilities. Oh, and it's constantly depleting. The mechanic is amazing because it constantly keeps you on your toes. You have to move quickly and with actual purpose. You can't just spam your abilities because, as I found out the hard way, you only have a limited amount of jumps before you completely run out of juice and fall to your doom.
What just happened?
Thankfully, the combat is super satisfying, so harvesting energy from enemies feels great. You can also find these neat little pools scattered around the stages to top yourself off. For perfectly balancing risk and reward, the blood economy scores a, drumroll, good. Now, let's talk about the grind and the level design. This game is built for speedrunners. The best part is that you can literally race the ghost of other players to see exactly how they are beating your time. There are so many different routes and ways to tackle a level to shave off precious seconds. Again, this usually resulted in me moving so fast I flew off the map, but we don't need to talk about that. Chasing those high tier medals is generally fun and gives you a massive sense of accomplishment when you finally nail a perfect run. The grind gets a solid, drumroll, good. Finally, we talk about exploration. Now you might be thinking, why would I stop exploring a game about going fast? Because there are secrets and weapons everywhere. Remember how your bar is constantly depleting? Stopping to explore is a massive risk. It might cost you an empty energy bar and ruin your run, but it's totally worth it. I had an absolute blast hunting for secrets. My favorite discovery? The explosive crossbow.
Wait a second. This would go great with some milk. Whoop.
Finding this thing completely changed the game for me. Because it leaves a choice up to the player, do you want to risk your run for a cool weapon? The secrets category scores a, drumroll, good. Alright, it's time for the final tally. Let's see what we got. A good for the speed, a good for the blood economy, a good for the grind, and a good for the secrets. That is 12 points total, so we get a perfect 3 out of 3. Bloodthief earns a flawless final score of good. If you love fast-paced movement, shooters, parkour, or just want to see how fast your brain can process a video game, you absolutely have to download this demo. What do you guys think? Are you a speedrunner? Or do you prefer to take your time and explore? Let me know down in the comments. If you had fun hanging out today, please smash that like button, subscribe for more vampire games. See you in the next one.